Hey y'all, so today we are going to be making some pasta on our channel. Well, Kai is making it.
Hey
She's right over here. I want to try something different with this cooking show. So I want to do like a vlog style cooking show. Mainly with me because I'm the little what is it called? Sous chef. And she's going to be cooking, so it'll mainly just be me, you know, in the background doing stuff or whatever, and just showing y'all how she prepares this dish. So it's called Cajun Alfredo, and she got the recipe from, where'd you get the recipe from?
I just kind of threw some stuff together one day. I was just trying to, we always had Alfredo, but I wanted to try something different, and we were on our pepper fix. So I was like, let me try this. And it reminded me of queso. So it's kind of like, if you like queso cheese, it's kind of like a queso cheese pasta Alfredo.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and first show y'all what we are working with. Tell me what you're working with.
Okay, so we put 3 different meats in this pasta. We have some smoked sausage. Any brand that you want, you can get. We just sliced it up or whatever. We have some chicken breasts. It's kind of like diced in cubes. And then we have some shrimp. We also have our peppers, which is like the rainbow peppers you see here. We just kind of like slice them up. You also I need to use cream cheese, butter, Parmesan cheese, and of course, you guys know we love our protein pasta. I'm actually going to make 2 different types of pasta. I want to make the angel hair pasta as well as the bow tie pasta, just to give them options or whatever. The only thing that is not here is garlic. So, babe, can you get the garlic?
Yes, I'll get the garlic. And, babe, real quick, can you tell them can they substitute any of these meats if they don't use them?
Yeah, so sometimes we don't want the chicken, so we'll do like sausage and shrimp. You can leave things out of this dish, or you can add them in. The flavor is going to come from the sauce, so it's really up to you what kind of meat you want to use. So again, if you want to omit the sausage, you can. If you want to just have chicken and shrimp, if you want to just do shrimp and sausage or whatever, but you don't need all 3 meats in order to make this dish. You can pick and choose if you just have one, because like I said, the flavor is coming from the actual sauce.
Oh my gosh, I'm over here making a mess.
All right, so and we have some fresh garlic as well.
Yes. And what seasonings are you using?
Normally for this, I just use a garlic powder, a little bit of salt, black pepper, and a little bit of red pepper. That's it.
Perfect. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera back on once we get to our second step. Okay.
Okay, guys. So as you can see, I just used a little bit of olive oil in my cast iron skillet. And I'm going to saute my sausage. I want them to get like a little crispy on the ends or whatever. And then what I'll do is I'll cook each meat separately and just kind of put them on this pan behind here, just because I want to add the meat in last. And I really don't want to cook the meat in my sauce, so that's what I normally do.
Perfect.
Okay, guys, so as you can see, my sausage are brown. I took them out. I just threw my chicken in the same olive oil that I use for my sausage, just to give it some flavor, along with the garlic powder, red pepper, and black pepper that I added. A little bit of salt too, a little bit of white salt. So I just want to get my chicken brown and done, and then I'll add that over here. And over here I have some both protein pasta. Remember I said I was making 2 different pastas. So this is what I have boiling over here in this pot.
So while she's cooking, I just can't stop snacking on my favorite grapes. I love grapes right now. It has to be pregnancy grapes because I was never really a big fan of grapes. And then I found moved here, I really don't eat grapes like that. So I really didn't eat them, but this is my favorite, y'all. And oh my gosh, this cheese we just got today. This Cracker Barrel extra sharp yellow cheese with a little bit of pepperoni is life. Like, I don't know. I love a lot of snacking foods. At first I was craving pizza a lot, but now I'm not really craving pizza, and I've eaten Mexican food 3 days in a row. So that's my current pregnancy crave. Chicken looks so good. And it's gonna be so moist. I cut it up in I cut it in 2 halves.
Oh, okay.
I try to make them in smaller pieces.
Okay, so as y'all can see, my chicken is just about done. What I'm going to do is actually take this chicken out and put it over here with the sausage and dump all of this liquid out. You know, that's why I made the chicken first, after the sausage, because you don't want all of that liquid into your sauce. So I'm going to clean this pot out, take the chicken out, and then I'll start on the shrimp. So I'll be back for that. Okay, guys, so I cleaned my pot out. I put a little bit of olive oil in here with my shrimp. I'm going to go ahead and give it some garlic salt, a little garlic salt, some red pepper, and a little black pepper.
How long this cook?
This will probably cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. Not long. Shrimp does not take long to cook. As you can see, it's starting to turn orange. Once it turns orange, then that's when it's ready. You don't want to overcook shrimp because it will make it rubbery. So that's what you want to do. Maybe about 3 to 5 minutes you want to saute the shrimp. Okay, guys, so as you can see, the shrimp is ready. I did not dump anything out because it did not make a lot of juice. What I did was I put my peppers inside the same pot that my shrimp came out of, along with 3 chopped up garlic cloves. And what you want to do is just go ahead and saute these peppers down. Okay, guys, so as you can see, my peppers are, for the most part, sauteed. I did just add 1 stick of butter in here, only because I want the essence of the flavor from the bottom of the pot. What I went ahead to do is transfer this into another pot to make my sauce, because this pot is just not deep enough. But yeah, so this is just like 1 stick of butter along with my peppers, and they are sauteing, and this is just gonna give your sauce the flavor that you want it to have. Okay, so what I did was I softened my cream cheese. I'm using 2 because I'm making a pretty big pot of Alfredo. I softened my cream cheese. I dumped it right in here with my peppers. And what I wanted to do is just turn into sort of like a paste. So as it cooks down, I'm going to just kind of stir into it. And I will show you guys what it's supposed to look like in a few minutes. Okay, guys, so as you can see, the cream cheese has melted. The yellow stuff on top is just the olive oil and the butter, which don't worry about that, because once you add in your half and half, all of that will come together as one sauce. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start adding my half and half. So go ahead. You want to add a little bit at a time. And you want to stir as you pour, you know, so that way you can make sure it don't get lumpy on you or nothing like that. I don't use a measuring cup, only because you can make this sauce as thin or as thick as you like. It just depends on, I guess, what kind of pasta you want to use and how thick and thin you want to make it.
Does the cheese have any difference in how thick or thin it is?
Yes, so the cheese also, the Parmesan cheese that you will use will also thicken it up. So keep that in mind when you add in your half and half. If it looks a little bit loose to you, just keep in mind that the cheese is going to thicken it back up. And as you can see, you see the yellow butter and olive oil is starting to kind of go away because it's mixing in.
Looks really creamy already without the cheese, and this is no cheese added yet.
Yes, no cheese in this yet.
Just cream cheese, of course, but no other cheese has been added.
All right, I'll take a little bit more because this is still pretty thick. And like I said, I'm making this a big pot, so that's why I use 2 things of cream cheese. If you have a smaller family or you're making it for less people, then you could use 1 stick of cream cheese. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to use some of this Creole seasoning only because I like the flavor that it gives it. It gives it a little bit, it kicks it up a notch as far as the flavor goes. Again, I don't measure out. I just normally season to my taste. I'm also going to use some more Cajun red pepper. And some garlic salt because you want a little bit of salt in there, but sometimes the white salt can be a bit much. So garlic salt and black pepper.
You can use garlic powder as well.
You can use garlic powder. I would suggest if you use garlic powder to use still a little bit of white salt. Because I didn't use any white salt because I used garlic salt. And if I use the white salt as well, that would be actually too much salt.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm stirring my flavors in from my seasonings. And Candy is going to go ahead and start adding the Parmesan cheese. And as you can see, it's just like the shredded Parmesan cheese like that. I would suggest adding some. Stir it in. No, and normally I use the whole container, just so you know.
Sometimes a little extra too.
Yeah, sometimes I'll use a little extra, just depending on how much I want to make and who I'm cooking for, and also the brand of cheese. Because some cheeses are very, very good and cheesy, and some of them are less cheesy, so you want to use a little bit more.
And you normally find this one like over in the deli section. That's where you find this cheese.
More.
You can use Kraft as well too, but like she said, the quality of cheese is going to make a difference.
Yeah.
Even in a pinch, we've had to use grated. Oh my god.
And it works though.
It works. It works. Like, strangely enough, you wouldn't think that it'll work, but it works.
Okay, I'll take more. And as you can see, it's starting to get there, but not quite. Go ahead, you might as well just add the rest.
Right.
Okay, so as you can see, starting to get very cheesy. You can see how it's kind of coming off the spoon. And once I would cook it maybe like another 2 to 3 minutes at the most, just to let all of the flavors simmer together. But you don't want to walk away from this and leave it because it will burn. I gave one of my friends this recipe and she walked away from it and it burned. So do not walk away from this. This is cheese and butter and it will burn quick.
And it's expensive.
Yes.
If it burns, because those peppers are not cheap either.
Yeah, so. Alright guys, so I'm just going to take all my meats and add them into this casserole dish all together. Okay, so as y'all can see, I have my sausage, my chicken, and my shrimp all in one casserole dish. Here's my sauce, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pour that sauce right over top of my meats. Okay guys, so this is the final look. For plating purposes, we just set all the meat on top because we wanted you guys to be able to see everything that we put in it. The shrimp, the chicken, and the sausage along with the sauce. This is the actual pot that me and my family will be eating from. And it looks just as delicious as you can see.
Any closing remarks for them, Chef?
No.
Okay. All right, y'all. Do not forget to like this video, thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to our channel. Also hit the notification bell, and we will be announcing our giveaway winner on Instagram. So please stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.